Jeff with Review Set Go, and today we are going to take a look at security cameras for your home. So if you're in the market for home security, you're in the right place. I've actually used 3 different products. The 4th one I'm going to show you is one that I haven't used but my neighbors have used. So the 4 that we're going to be reviewing in this particular video come from Ring, Nest, Arlo, and Zomoto. Okay, so Ring, Nest, and Arlo I actually have in my house. And out of these 3, they all have a different functionality that works for me. But if price is an issue, that's going to be a variable and you can make a determination based on that. Ring I use for my doorbell. And you can pick up a Ring doorbell here on Amazon for as much as $99. If you have a lot of the technology here is going to depend on 2 things: your cloud and your Wi-Fi. If your cloud and your Wi-Fi are both in place, so if you have your cloud in place and you have your Wi-Fi, this is really good. Ring works pretty good. Sometimes it doesn't work if your Wi-Fi is not in a strong position, but for the most part, Ring is probably the best doorbell that I've seen. Now, in terms of camera, if you want to keep everything on the same network and just use one app, you can pick up a Ring floodlight. Okay, one of the things you may want to do is get an outlet to plug into, because when you're using battery power, it can drain pretty quickly with some of these batteries. So if you're going to put this in front, say in front of your garage, you're going to want to get a power outlet to power some of these cameras. But Ring is a pretty good brand. If you haven't used it, I do recommend it, at least for the doorbell. When it comes to my favorite quality, the best quality camera that I have seen is actually with Nest. So Nest right here, I've got this camera in my backyard. It definitely has the best quality that I have seen. And if quality is a thing, this is going to do it. But if it's outdoors, you have to make sure that it's in a waterproof area, because you're going to be using a cable. So where I have mine, it's on a pergola in my backyard. It does it sometimes when it rains heavy, it does short out. So in that case, maybe a battery powered one would work, but Nest doesn't have battery powered. They do, or this one is not battery powered, it is cable connected. So I like it. It's got the highest quality, but because it's got the highest quality, it also requires wires. Okay, so that's one of my favorite quality cameras that I've got. That's wide angle lens and everything. I do recommend this camera if quality is an issue for you. They do have it for as cheap as $159 actually if it's used. And then the one that I use the most here is going to be Arlo. Now, when it comes to these Energizer 123 batteries, if you're going to use those 123 CR123 alphas, I do recommend the rechargeable ones. These lithium batteries, they do last about a month, but you're going through them every month, right? But if you get, say, you can also get it to where it plugs in electronically. These are good. It's got a really affordable cloud. The wireless network is decent. They're pretty much plug and play. They're pretty easy to set up. In terms of setup, I would say they're all kind of comparable. Actually, you know what? Arlo is probably the hardest to set up and bring online, as weird as that might sound. Nest is pretty plug and play, honestly. But Arlo, because it does have this receiver, even though it is easy, it is a more difficult setup, to be honest with you. And I'm giving you guys a review here of what my experience has been. But again, I do recommend the rechargeable batteries, finding the best brand for rechargeable, or you can pay for these lithium 123 batteries and just keep replacing them as you need to. It does take 2 batteries to charge it. And then when it comes to Zomoto, this is going to be the one that's going to have actually the highest best wireless connectivity. This one's really known for its wireless. It does have night vision. You also get 1 month free cloud recording. I've seen my neighbors use these. These have some pros and cons. They're a little bit more on the generic side. They are a little bit cheaper too. But if you just want an entry-level home security camera system based on what I've seen, this is a good one to get you in the game. And then if you want to upgrade to something like Nest or Arlo, then you would do that from the next part. Or you just jump straight into Nest or Arlo right away. Or you could just do everything Ring, you know, from the doorbell on down to, you know, you can do that with Nest too. You can do the thermostat. I believe they do have a doorbell with Nest. Let me just confirm. I know they have the indoor camera, and they do have doorbell with this thing called Eufy. So yeah, I mean, you could just do everything with Nest. I've used this indoor camera right here. It's pretty good. It actually, and it has sound. You can hear what's going on inside your house. If you ever needed to do that, you could just use it as a microphone. Anyway, I just wanted to do this quick review. I would say probably if you want to plug into everything, Nest is going to be your best option, I think. But yeah, it comes down to price and what you're going to want. But I would go with Nest if you're willing to plug into everything. If batteries are a thing, then Arlo's the route to go. Arlo lets you go full on batteries, but again, you're going to have to replace those batteries, whether you're recharging or using 1, 2, 3 batteries. You know, you're going to have to keep replacing that. So if you're out of town, Nest will never go offline if you're plugged in. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Review, set, go, and we'll see you on the next one. Do subscribe and like the video, please, to help this channel and get these videos out there.